PM Najib Razak says the EPF and Khazanah Nasional plan to increase investments in the US. Najib, who met with POTUS Donald Trump yesterday, said his delegation had a strong value proposition for the states and that Malaysia wants to help strengthen the US economy. He says the EPF alone will invest up to $4 billion to support infrastructure redevelopment in the states. The retirement fund has already invested close to $7 billion in terms of equity in the US. Meanwhile, Khazanah Nasional will also be increasing investment in the country after pumping in about $400 million in high-tech firms in the Silicon Valley. Malaysia Airlines has agreed to buy 16 aircraft from Boeing, worth $3.06 billion at list prices. The national carrier inked a MOU for 8 of the carbon composite 787 Dreamliners and 8 737 MAX 8s. The deal comes after PM Najib told Trump that MAB was committed to 25 737 MAX 10s and 8 Dreamliners, and that there was a high probability that MAB may add another 25 of the single-aisle MAX 10 in the near future, bringing the total bill to beyond $10 billion. Najib also promised to persuade AirAsia to buy General Electric engines. Trump told the press at the White House he and Najib are talking about trade, very large trade deals. He added, Malaysia is a massive investor in the United States in the form of stocks and bonds. Enra Group is eyeing 1 billion ringgit in upstream jobs in marginal oil fields in Southeast Asia and Australia. The property-to-energy services company hopes to secure these jobs in the next 24 months. Enra's strategy is to leverage on the expertise of its foreign partners in carrying out low-cost-based projects while it injects the capital. Its focus is in South China Sea, including Thailand, Myanmar and Malaysia, as well as Australia. Enra's outstanding orders amount to about 200 million ringgit. Magenta is selling its 61.2% stake in New Zealand-listed Opus International Consultants at a higher price after the buyer, Canada-listed WSP Global Inc., upped its offer. WSP raised the offer price to $1.85, while Opus declared an additional dividend of 7 cents a share. WSP had initially offered $1.78 a share for the stake. If Opus shareholders accept the offer, they will receive $1.92 per share. Magenta will receive $173.8 million, or about 543.7 million ringgit in gross proceeds. Property developer Land & General is aiming to launch 2 projects with an estimated GDV of 710 million before the end of its FY18 financial year in March. MD Laogay Teck says it is confident that the property market will show resilience and it is likely to realize positive profit from upcoming projects, admitting that although the property market is not as buoyant as it was 3 years ago, interest from potential buyers has improved. The 2 projects are the first phase of its township Sina Park in Seremban, comprising 453 units of double-storey link houses with a GDV of 230 million, and the second phase of Damansara Condominium, known as Seresta at Bandar Seri Damansara, with a total GDV of 418 million. Land & General's current land bank stands at 3,000 acres, and Lau says it is always on the lookout for more.